All right, so I was at the beach one day. This has happened to me pretty much whenever I go to the beach. I'm not the biggest beach fan, but if I'm sitting in the sand at the beach, I just like to, just dig in the sand or whatever and kind of maybe play with the grandkids. When my kid was younger, our kids were younger, we'd play in the sand with them and stuff. But just take a handful of sand and just let it like slip through my fingers and just watch it, right? Or just hold it and just kind of pour it, kind of like an hourglass. In fact, hold on a second. I just I just remembered I have both of these. Look at this. See the sand right there? There's that. There's this one. As you can tell, I like stuff like this. I used this in a sermon once. This is an antique. This is newer. So I'll be done with this, by the time the sand sinks all the way to the bottom. Anyway, can you see this? Can you see this all right? Can you see this next to me? The sand. Anyway, the thing is, the sand. Here's the thing about it. Whether I'm at the beach or whether I'm watching this, I can't count every single one of the grains. I just can't. There's too many. It's just thousands upon thousands of grains of little sand. And this is like really minute stuff, right? To go through an hourglass. And at the seashore, maybe there's bigger pieces and stuff, but there's no way, even if I took what was in my hand, I don't think I would get through that whole counting of all of those in one day. All right. Even the grains of sand in one hand. You can Google it up. See how many grains of sand average could be in one person's hand. I'm guessing it's going to take me all day long to count it if I was going to try. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing it up because I think that example is the best one I can think of when it comes to something immeasurable, uncountable, unfathomable. I can't imagine how many pieces of sand there are. I can't imagine how many ounces of water there are, in the ocean. Okay, and the Pacific is attached to all the other oceans. All right, it's funny, we go, oh, I'm in the Pacific Ocean, and then it kind of moves around, but all the waters are, connected in some way. And I think that kind of idea of how many ounces are in the ocean or how many grains of sand or even in one handful of sand is somewhere near the idea of the unsearchable riches of Christ. And Sunday, we're going to be in Ephesians 3:8. We're going to stay there. We're going to sit there, just dwell in it. And I want to just keep pointing to something. What is it? The untraceable, the unsearchable, the incomprehensible, the incomparable riches of Christ. And it's interesting, what we're going to see is in Ephesians, it's talked about in chapter 1, and they're talked about in chapter 2, chapter 3, really every chapter, the whole New Testament, the whole Bible. And it's, how is it that it can be unfathomable or unsearchable, the riches? You can't count them all up, innumerable. And still we're called to dive deep in that. What is that all about? That's what we're going to talk about on Sunday. And hopefully you'll feel like you're treading water in the ocean where you can't touch the bottom, because the incomparable riches of Christ, which we can know, which we can enjoy, which we are, our souls are thrilled by in Christ, are also uncountable, untraceable, incomprehensible, at the same time knowable. How is this? Well, see you Sunday on that one.